Okay,
Now
we're on.
I see it.
Yay!
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the team call. So today we are going to finish up talking about the cool stuff we learned at Super Saturday. So we are going to start with creating your networking plan. And Jen Hawkins said something that we thought was pretty hilarious at Super Saturday. And she was like, this company is networking. It's network marketing. It's not doing it on your own. This is a networking company. It's not doing it on your own. So to be successful, you really need your friends and your family and people on board trying the products, working with you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Deanna, do you want to talk about Frank's List for a second?
Yes. You know, this is, I had no idea what Frank's was. People were talking about it. I was watching a few different videos that Christy had sent to me early on before I was even interested in the business. But I was watching some in Frank's and I'm like, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Frank's, it's an acronym for your friends, your relatives, your acquaintances, F-R-A, see if I can spell, your neighbors, your kids' connections. You know, you might just know people that you know just because you're so-and-so's mom or dad, and your service connections. So anytime that you serve, anytime that you take part of any service, whether it's church, just there in the community, any place that you serve. So those places, every single day you have connections. So when you write down on your paper, get down and just start writing. Just let it go and just think of all the people, think of all your friends. That was hard for me because I think everyone's my friend. So to try and put them into the other different letters, I'm like, they're all my friends. But you start thinking of different people and your mind starts to go a little bit crazy. And so it's so very important to write them down because you don't have to talk to all of them today or all of them tomorrow or even this week. But it gives you a reference when you're trying to think of who was that I was, really wanted to share this with. Oh yeah, so-and-so's mom, or that person that I, helped at the soup kitchen this summer. Actually, there is a lady that I just thought of while I'm sitting and talking that I helped with the soup kitchen with this summer. Anyway, so just think there are so many connections that you have using that Frank's List. And it will just go on and on and on. And, it's...
I should say for the people who maybe are not as outgoing as Deanna, the people who say to me, I just don't have very many friends. I don't talk to that many people. In the file section of our team page is what's called a memory jogger. And you open that up and it lists like a million different things, like lawn mowing guy, mailman, just a million different categories of people that will help you jog your memory in that. And I watched a video with Timmy Yancey today, and she said that she likes to also say the S stands for strangers.
Ooh,
so Deanna also talks to lots of strangers. But a cool thing to do, what the Amy and Eric Paul do, is if they're chatting with somebody, you don't want to overload them with Plexus information. So when they ask you what you do or whatever, and you happen to mention Plexus, and they ask more about it, answer very briefly, but consider that their time is very valuable, and hand them your phone and say, are you on Facebook? Mm-hmm. Add yourself to my friends list, and I'll send you some more information later. Like, leave them hanging and leave them excited to learn more.
I love that.
Your Frank's List should always be evolving. You should always be adding people to it. I try to add 3 new people to my friends list every day. I thought when our upline suggested that would be impossible. The way I do that is I'm in a lot of different Facebook groups that around interests, things that I'm interested in, shared interests, and as you get engaged in those pages and you comment and you chat, you add those people and become their friend on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then they start seeing your posts. So, and something, I love this, Jenny, who's on our team, she told me the other day, she goes, is it normal to think way beyond the list And it was funny because Jen Hawkins had covered this at Super Saturday. She said, you may just think, you know, your next door neighbor, Joe, could use Plexus. But what you have to realize is once Joe likes it, Joe is going to tell, you know, his wife or his mom or dad, and then they're going to try it. And then they're going to tell their friends. So it's not about how many people you know. As long as you share with the people you know, they are going to share it. And it just keeps multiplying. So that's how, you know, you can take 100 names and do ginormous things with it.
And you know, what's nice about the Frank's list is that it keeps it doable. You know, you can look at that list and go, okay, I know these people. This could come up in a casual conversation. They're my friends on Facebook. They'll see what I'm doing. And then you can kind of go from there so that it's not that scary, that you can start with people, that you don't have to start with the S. You don't have to start with the strangers.
Yeah. We just suggest starting with your top 10. Yeah. When you have your list of 100, choose the top 10 and let those people know, hey, you know, this is what I'm doing. It's really awesome. I made a list of 100 people I thought, you know, would benefit, but you are in my top 10. Like, can I share this with you? You know, would you have time to jump on a 15-minute call with me and my upline so I can share this with you? Boom. You just tell us, Deanna and I, what time you need us to get on a call or a Zoom call and let us help you.
And it does help.
Validation.
Yeah, to put that third party, just what you said, third party validation, to be able to have somebody hear it from, to have your friend hear it from somebody other than you. It does make a difference. I don't know, you know, it makes it so that it makes it more real when they Google and look at it, when they have someone in front of them in their face and say, oh yeah, here's what it did for me and here's how it can help.
Yeah. And also, if you're still relatively new in the business, they might doubt what you know. They're going to see you're excited if you share your excitement, but they may doubt how well the products actually work because you're brand new at sharing the products. And that's where we come in after using the products for so long and experiencing so many different things and having so many different testimonies that we're aware of, but we can really answer questions and help them.
Yeah, so. I love that. I love the part, and you kind of already went over this, but don't prejudge. Don't assume that, no, they're not going to like it because they already do this or because they already exercise or maybe they're already taking something or maybe they're too sick or whatever judgment is. Don't decide for them. Make sure that you let them know because,
Let them decide if they love Plexus or not.
Yeah. And a little bit at a time. That I have found that's my problem. I love learning and getting all that information, and then I want to just throw it all at people all at once. And Christy did a really good job of just giving me a few videos here and there, posting about it, just for me to be able to learn. And that's how we learn. That's how pretty much everybody they'll ask you if they need more information because what you've given them, they've already blown through. They'll ask you more. But if you can do a little at a time, that's really important to give them time to process and think about what you shared.
Yes, absolutely. So something we got at Super Saturday, and this file should also be on our team page, but it's the Me+3. And it's all about going silver and what going silver looks like. In going silver, I think I probably was more excited to go silver than any other rank. I'm going to probably be more excited to go emerald, but going silver is so super cool and so doable. Wow, that did something good with my hair.
It looks good. It looks good. I like it here. Yeah, silver was fun and exciting because, you know, you're because that is
you can do it in a day. You can go silver in a day.
Yeah.
Like worst case scenario, go silver in a week. Like it's everybody knows 3 people to share these products or opportunity with.
Yeah.
Everybody does. You know, and then you can start with something as simple as just, you know, telling them, I've discovered something so amazing and I can't keep it to myself. And then you have to follow up. Like Deanna said, it's a compounding. Same, we talked last week about compounding our personal development. Like do 10, 20 minutes a day, but do it every day, make it a part of your habit. You know, with following up, you're going to say, you know, now that you've had a chance to look through the Plexus info I shared, let's talk about the best products for you. Assume the sale. Like by saying, let's talk about the best products for you. There are in our 15 products something for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. So figure out what's, you know, help them find out what's best for them.
And say that to them. Sometimes people need you to say, well, let's go ahead and get you ordered. Let's go ahead and sign you up. That might be a little bit scary for some people to hear, let's sign you up. But let's see what option works best for you. Let's get your products ordered so you can get started. And you can start on your 60 days to see how great you're going to feel.
Yeah, you have to close the deal. And just depending on who they are, you're going to approach them either as wholesale ambassadors or preferred customers. And if you're on this team call, you should know the difference because we have talked to you guys about the difference. But something that you could say to them is, you're going to be a great ambassador. Let's get you signed up. Or, I can't wait for you to experience the benefits of taking your monthly Plexus products. You know, again, compounding. Like, just keep taking it to the next level. Keep them engaged. Danny, you want to talk about how you go silver?
Yeah, so you need 3 qualified ambassadors. So that means that those ambassadors have paid their $34.95 and they have ordered a welcome pack.
Or 100 PV.
Or 100 PV. I actually have had this happen one time, and I'm a little frustrated on how to rectify this problem. But someone got on, didn't order their welcome pack. They decided to just order a bag of Slim, and they really just needed to have been a retail customer. Or not a retail, a preferred customer. So we're working on that. But so you need 3 people to do this. They go on to your website, they click join, they enter in their information, they select their welcome pack, either a single or a double welcome pack. Double welcome pack is really nice if they have a spouse that's going to try it with them, or if they go and get the variety pack. I have someone who just ordered the variety pack because she because she wanted to try one of everything. So she wanted to have a variety of products. But they order their welcome pack and then they set up their backup order so that they have that 100 PV in their backup order to come the next month for sure. So they'll always have 100 PV. They will always be qualified to earn commission. And do that 3 times. 3 people, you get 3 people to do that, and you have gone silver. Not only do you get your building bonuses, either $25 or $49.50, and you get your $100 silver bonus, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, just for helping people get their products for cheapest and or starting a business.
Yeah, so, you know, with your building business bonuses and your silver bonus, that's $175.
Yep.
Right there.
Minimum.
Yeah, so what I would suggest, just based on, I did not share this well with others when I was newer in the company. I really suggest going silver in your first month. Here is why. Once people have, let's say you get 2 people to become ambassadors underneath you, and then next month you get 1 more person. You think, oh, I'm silver. What happens is these 2 people have to have their backup order and get their 100 PV the second month. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's super unfortunate, but sometimes one of these people either never turned their backup order on or deleted it, and they don't get their product this month. So even though you have a new ambassador and you've signed 2, this person goes away if their backup order is not on. So now all of a sudden you need 1 more ambassador to be silver. We can go into more detail if that makes sense. So,
but it is. It's that momentum. If you can get momentum at the beginning, because you will have people that drop off. You will have people that join and they think they're going to go and then they don't. They fizzle out. But if you can get that momentum and then kind of build on that throughout the following month, you're going to have an ambassador who's as excited as you are or who shares, and they might add an ambassador or customer.
And we can teach each of them. You know, our goal is to teach every single person on our team to go silver. You know, and we'll do I think our next team call will be how to go silver, because we got a lot of new people that joined our team this week. So next week's call will be really focused on going silver, but that's just my little tidbit.
Yeah.
If you can go silver all in 1 month, that's the best plan. Just sign up 3 people, get your $175, and then later we will teach you the point system and how to get all the other ranks. But silver is easy. So you probably went silver in like a day once you decided to share.
Yeah, once I decided, I had quite a, it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I had somebody right away just because I posted, and that's because it's new and it's different and you're posting, people take notice. At this point, most of the people on my Facebook page know I'm going to post about Plexus.
Yeah.
They're familiar with the products. They, probably just haven't reached out. But there are some who right off the bat will be like, wait, what is that? And so that's giving you the opportunity to jumpstart your business and really get going on, reaching out to those people who are interested right from the beginning.
Yeah. Because when you're brand new to posting, everybody wants to know what you're doing, and they're going to ask questions. So engage them and start even private message them and add one of us to it to help answer questions.
That's huge, because that can feel overwhelming at the very beginning when you do your first post and you have 20 people comment, what is this? What is this? I want to know more. And you feel like how can I answer all those questions?
Right.
They might be the same question, but how do I answer them? When you put us in in Messenger, when you do a 3-way message and have one of your upline involved, that's the third-party validation. And it also makes it so they've got 2 people who can answer the messages. And you can also see how to interact best and most.
And how we handle objections and, answer questions, but really importantly, handle objections, because everybody's going to have some kind of objection.
Yeah.
Most people will.
Most people will.
So next, write your elevator speech. Deanna, do you have an elevator speech?
My elevator speech
30
is
seconds or less.
in 30 seconds or less. It's evolving. But I watched this video from Tara Castaneda, and I loved that she said, it needs to be a quick, what do you do? Well, right now, I run a frozen yogurt shop, but I'm also a Plexus ambassador for Plexus Worldwide. It is a health and wellness company with products that focus mainly on gut health and getting you healthy from the inside out. And that's just kind of where that's where I stop. I'm working on that. I'm working on fine-tuning it a little bit, because I like to talk a lot, obviously. But I loved that she talked about how, she talked about the slim balancing, helping the balance and the slim drink signaling to your brain to kind of help the rest of your body work efficiently. Tara Castaneda talked about that. But so I'm kind of working on, once they say, so, the next step is, but you want to leave them with, sometimes I end, have you heard of Plexus? And they'll say no. And then I can say, well, I know you're really busy, but I would love to hear. Let me add you on Facebook. I did that to 2 people at the over at Massage Envy the other day. The 2 people at the front desk, and just said, hey, I'm just gonna, here's my little sample and my card with just a stick of Slim. Here it is, and let me send you a little video that tells you some more. I'd love to give you more information, but I know you're busy working right now, and so. Something that you have that's 30 seconds to a minute and ends with a question. Have you ever heard of Plexus? Or what are your main health goals that you're dealing with right now? Or I heard you say you're tired. I heard you say you're fill in the blank. And so short and sweet. Not always that. I try to be sweet. Awesome. I'm not short.
That's so awesome. I love it.
Social media. Did you have more to say about elevator speech?
No, you did great.
Social media for Christy is fantastic at this. And because I remember seeing her post and thinking, how is she on Facebook all the time? I know she's so busy. And what I loved is her little secret of buffer.com, because there are ways that you can, just like working a Plexus business, just like embracing and loving our network marketing, that makes it so that we are more efficient in our business. This makes us more efficient social media marketers when we can take our posts that we have and the things that we like and throw them into a schedule, and it posts them for you. So do you want to talk about what you do for social media, Christy? Or?
Yes, so I, like Deanna said, about once a week, I go on buffer.com, and, well, let me start with, so all throughout the day, I'm exposed to our teammates and sidelines Plexus posts. And if I really like one, I click in the little arrow in the top right of the page, click Save Post. And I just do that whenever I'm on Facebook. I agree, it looks like I am on Facebook 20 hours a day. I am not. I'm really,
Nope.
I'm really not. But when I'm on, I'll just click Save Post, and once a week, I get on my buffer.com and I put all of those posts that I have saved. Now, I will try to edit. You know, some of them you can just copy and paste. They can be kind of generic. Some of them you saw and they really caught your eye because there was a real personal touch to them. Make it personal. Like, customize it to you. People are going to know if those words are not yours. You know, people that know you well know how you speak, how you communicate. They're going to be like, she didn't say that. So put all of those in Buffer. You will schedule what time and how many times a day you want to post. So mine is set up to post around 8 a.m., around noon, and around 8:30 p.m. Those are pretty peak times. People are on at lunch. People are on after dinner, after their kids are settled. And I feel like a lot of people are on, although they shouldn't be, while they're stuck in traffic in the morning. They're scrolling. So that's when mine post. So I put all of my Plexus posts in, and then I usually will pick a topic or something based on what's going on that week that inspires me. So I did my Buffer last night, and I found a lot of quotes, image quotes about positive self-talk. We all know I really love positive self-talk. So then I copy and put all of those images into my Buffer, and then I just hit shuffle. So right now there are 36 Buffer posts scheduled to go. So 3 times a day. Then what I do is I try to once or twice a day. See, the reason I did those other posts is so that if I'm not on Facebook all day, it's not just Plexus. It's like Plexus, fun quote, Plexus, fun quote, or exercise workout or whatever. And then I try to snap a picture of what's really going on in my life and share about it on my page. So I probably only actually post real-time posts maybe once or twice a day. And that keeps, you know, people come back to see Andrew, and they come back to see the cake pops. Right.
I love Instagram. Me personally, I love Instagram because I can post it on Instagram and then just share on Facebook. So it can go on, so that I get both.
Yeah, and Buffer lets you add to Instagram now.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's a lot of diamonds that swear by the amount of people that, you know, but with Instagram, you got to remember your hashtags. Your hashtags are super important with people finding you.
Yes, this is true.
So go ahead. That's what I do every day.
Yeah, I love that. And you know what? Take from the people that you follow and that you are engaged with, that are other Plexus people. Grab from them. I have a lot of people who'll message me and say, "Hey, can I use that?" Absolutely. Make it your own, though. That's what it makes it really effective. Like you were saying, Christy, copy and paste. Get the photo and put it on your desktop and make it your own. Do something like that. If you don't really like the picture, or it's a picture of somebody else, find your own picture. Make sure that what you're sharing is yours.
And the more people that you friend in Plexus, so I suggest going over to the Rockin' in Plexus page with Erin and Barry, and you'll see there's probably 15 or 20 of us that are really active in that page. Mm-hmm. Because they have really cool Plexus posts.
Yeah.
And it kind of, we're all very different. We have different skills.
And you're fun. Christy and I have quite a few friends the same, but not really. Most of those are Plexus people. They don't care if they see our Plexus post the same. If it pops up in hers and then a couple days later it pops up in mine, that doesn't matter, because my personal acquaintances, my friends from here and all around that I have, they will see it one time. So don't feel like you're overwhelming people with the Plexus stuff. Yes. Christy, you are really good at increasing your Plexus knowledge. You're good at this. You're good. You're just good at knowledge all the way around. But what I have found personally is that increasing my knowledge, I had to hop onto the back office. I had no idea what I was doing, but they have the training. Take some time, carve some time out to do some of the training so that you know where to look at those reports in the back office. As your business builds and as you get people in there and you actually have customers to look at and ambassadors to look at and a graph to see of the money that is coming into you, that makes it easier. But increase your knowledge in that. Go into the tools and look at our winter catalog. You can download that. You can send that to people digitally that are interested and kind of just want to browse through it. It's a really, really pretty catalog. The triplex video, everything in the shareables library, you should be watching too. You should watch all those short little 24-second to 1-minute videos, and you can share those on your Facebook page too. Those are really, they do that so that you can have awesome pictures to share, awesome things to share that look really nice and professional.
And when you share them from the shareables, it links back to your website. And it's really cool. Do one just for fun, like go on shareables and click to share something about Block or Edge or whatever, and then go back to your Facebook page and click on it, because the landing page it sends you to is really great. It talks about product combos, more information, videos, and it all, order now, whatever, and it all goes straight to you. So people could actually order without ever speaking to you.
I love that. I love that it links right back to your page without having to put a separate, here's my website, go look at my website.
It's not looking. It doesn't even look like, it's not like Deanna's pink drink. Click here,
it's nice.
So it's great.
Success kit comp plan. Go ahead. Huh? You go. You want to talk about that?
The comp plan?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So this was just something, we're not going to cover the whole comp plan because that's a whole nother call. It's really big. What I do want to say is I want you to grasp the difference. So as just a Plexus ambassador, and say you just have one person ordering from you all throughout the year, you will earn about $400 a year. If you go silver and you remain silver, you will earn about $5,000 from Plexus this year. That's a huge difference. Like, is that worth the effort that it takes to get 3 people? To me, it is.
Yes.
That's
like it. You're going to keep sharing.
That's
even
part of a vacation.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's all the extras.
Yep. So clients.
Oh wait, you won't have a doctor's visit because you're on Plexus.
That's true. You won't. Compliance. It's super boring, but I'm going to cover it just so when people ask questions. So the FDA is the Food and Drug Administration. So they oversee us, but they don't approve or disapprove because it doesn't cover supplements. In fact, I was watching the hearing trying to decide who the new health guy is going to be, and they were asking him, one of the Orrin Hatch asked him, will you support the bill I have in place to help support supplements in the marketplace, get them regulated, get the safe ones out there, and make them available to people through their healthcare? And I was like, that would be huge. Yeah. Please say yes. FTC, you'll see a lot from Plexus coming out right now with the FTC. They oversee advertisements. So don't go on Facebook and say, my friend Christy makes $6,000 a month by setting up her buffer and watching the checks roll in. Don't do that.
You can't say how much you make. You can't say, you can
say like
the average.
You can share the Plexus income graph. You can say, Plexus helped me cover my car payments this month. You can be, Plexus helps me pay for Ohio State and DCA. That's a true statement, and that's not,
Yeah.
an income disclosure. But Plexus has a lot of compliant materials, so you're super safe if you use those, if you share those. So now let's talk about sharing Plexus. I mean, we have been this whole time, but
Yeah.
we share, we don't sell. We're not crazy. We're not knocking on people's doors, leaving flyers.
Chasing them down too much in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Do this.
We're not putting flyers underneath their windshield wipers. We're just,
Because it's about relationships. It's about a relationship that you have with the person who you're talking to. And it means something to them that you have, just like you would say, I got this great lipstick, or, oh, there's a place that makes the very best fill in the blank. I love their hamburgers. They're the best. I don't know. Or they have the best pasta. You would share that with your friends. You would tell them, there's this cleaning product that I love. It makes cleaning my bathroom so much easier. You would share that with your friends because you care about them and you want to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we do. That's what we share it. We're not selling it. And when people say you sell it, I mean, you can kind of with a smile on your face, I don't sell it, I share it. Because I love it so much, because it's made such a difference. And so you can kind of turn it into a little joke with a little smirk on your face. But the more you say that, the more you believe it, and it becomes part of your elevator speech. It becomes part of your sharing, that you realize, I really am doing this because I know that it can help my friend.
And tell a story. We share, and we are so successful because we are telling stories. I cannot tell you how many times I have told Deanna's story of needing less insulin. So many times. I don't know how many people have told my story with my TBI and stuff, but I've seen it shared it's been shared on Facebook so many times that people, what did they say I was? They thought it was a hoax.
A hoax, yeah.
Remember? Somebody actually commented one time that they thought they had heard my testimony was actually a hoax. It's not. It's a story, and people connect to it. People who are diabetic really connect and buy in to Deanna's story. Like, what is your story? People want to know, what can this do for me?
Yeah.
Like, what has it done for you? But really, what can it do for me? Like, tell a story and share the opportunity, and practice what you're going to say, but don't memorize it. Don't be a robot. Just, know. And part of a video I shared yesterday, or maybe I just watched it, I don't think I shared it. Anyway, the pledge, what is it? The shield of confidence. What they say is you have to tell your story and two others. And then it becomes really real. So
I like that.
Anyway, there's some science behind people really buying in and getting emotionally engaged in a great story. So
because they want, like you said, they want to hear what the possibilities are, not only for you, what you've experienced, but for themselves. How can this help me and my family? And when you share that, it makes a huge difference, because it gives them hope. It gives them hope. Hi, Jenny.
Sorry about being late.
All right, let's do, so every day you're building your legacy. Have as many face-to-face interactions as you can, ask open-ended questions, address presentations, and share a story with them about why you think they would be great at Plexus. Like, if you know them from some other time period and they did something really cool or really bold or really fantastic, and that you think that because of that reason they would be great at the business, tell them.
And even if you don't know them very well. I talked to our server when we were down in Boise at Texas Roadhouse, and I said, you have such a fantastic personality. It's really easy for you to talk to people. Obviously, that's why you are a good waitress. But she had talked about energy or being tired, and so I said, this is something that can help, and you would be really good at sharing with your friends. And like, that would be great. Anyway, and she was going to share with her sister. And I said, well, here's a little sample card for your sister. Let's be friends on
Notice
Facebook.
that Deanna always has sample cards. That is not an accident. She is very purposeful with her boldness in sharing.
You say no, but guess what? I'm branding. I'm letting people in on my secret, in on the, the great thing that they're going to hear about. They will hear about it more and more. But I'm making it so that it's not a mystery to them. They might not become my next customer, but, and I hope, but it's building that business and that awareness. And so I think it's really important. And you get the experience of sharing with somebody. So.
Right. We got about 5 more minutes. So let's end with following up.
Okay.
So the keys to following up are, well, the fortune is in the follow-up.
It really is.
Like, link every interaction to the next and set expectations of when you're going to follow up. Like, check this over. If I don't hear from you by Tuesday, I'll follow up with you Tuesday to see what you thought. And remember that no doesn't mean never. Just typically means they either don't have enough information or not right now. Staying organized.
Oh, that is something I am working on.
There you go.
But what a huge difference when I have written it down. When I have written down the, 5 people that I messaged that day, the couple people that I Facebook friended, people that I followed up with, I can go back to that day. I mean, those sheets, I think it would be good for us to kind of link with this video in the comments when you post it, Christy. Let's link the PDF of that sheet, just our daily.
Our action stack.
Yeah.
That we do. And just so you know, it's super. We'll put it on there. Can you see me? I'm also going to show, we're not putting it out there and saying, please do this. We don't. This is mine from yesterday.
Yeah.
I did every single one of these things. And I can show you the day before. Every single one of these things. You do.
And it's nice because it's something that you can check off. It keeps those of us who are, that are not organized. And guess what? If one of them doesn't get checked off, that's okay. But you have a record. And I promise, when you do that, not only do you feel better and you feel more organized just because you had something to check off and you did it, but you have that confidence the next day to, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that same thing. You get to the end of the week and you realize, I have contacted so many people about this, and I'm actually starting to see the results. People are messaging me back. I'm having conversations with them. You start to see movement, and that movement, you might not see the results right away, but you will. You give that little bit of time and little bit of effort, and it builds and builds, and you've got your momentum going. And pretty soon, within a few weeks and in a month, you have all these people that are ready. They're finally ready because you've messaged them, because you've dripped a little bit of information, and they finally have processed it and thought, you know what, this is time for me to see what this can do for me. How can this help me?
Yeah, and don't be overwhelmed by this page. I feel like for most of these check marks, I could have them done in 30 minutes or less a day. I spend more on it because I'm really pushing right now a lot farther and harder in the business than I ever have before. But for those of you just starting out, this is a great thing to do every day. 15 to 30 minutes you do this. Because 80% of the sales are between the 5th and 12th contact. But if you're not keeping track of who you contacted and when, they're going to hear it from somebody else and they're going to order from them because you never followed up with them. It happens all the time. And what I want to share 2 things. One is, in follow-up, because you will, in the very beginning, feel like you are bothering people or you're annoying them. Some people you might. I think Jenny got her first hater message, which is so funny. I told her I only got 1 and it was in my first month. I can't believe you're trying to sell me something. You're like, come to my bakery and buy my cake pops because you got no problem with me selling you anything else I do. You got no problem with Deanna selling you yogurt, but you got a problem with her selling Plexus? Come on.
Yeah.
But so here's 2 just kind of analogies. I've waited tables 500 million years of my life. That's how old I am. But every server you've ever had, I don't know if it's the same in Idaho or Utah because there's not a ton of coffee drinkers, I'm assuming, but in Tennessee, everybody wants a cup of coffee at the end of their dinner. So as a server, you are always walking around with a pot of coffee. Would you like some more coffee? Would you like some coffee? Sometimes people say no. You know what? I got to go back 15 minutes later and say, did you change your mind? You want some coffee? A, it's an upsell. It's another $1.50 added to their bill, and all 4 people get it, you know. But everybody wants coffee, and sometimes they don't know they want it till the person next to them is halfway done with their cup. I'm not offended when people say no. I just got to go circle back around. That's what you're doing with Plexus. It's a different time every time. They're in a different headspace every single time you message them. The other analogy is when you're at church and you hand somebody, you take gum out and put it in your mouth, and you always offer it to the person sitting next to you. Sometimes they're going to say no thank you. It could be because they're eating their kids' goldfish and they got a mouth of goldfish, they don't want gum. Sometimes it's because they just don't like the flavor you got.
Yeah.
And chances are when you offer them a piece of gum next Sunday, they're going to go, thank you so much. That's following up.
Yeah.
Very few people say no because they mean no or they just don't like your product. Typically, it just means not right now.
Yep.
So,
And don't let that throw you off track. It's really easy to be discouraged when someone is not as excited as you are and does not share your enthusiasm. And some people can be downright rude about it. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it kind of hurts because what you're doing is you're sharing, you're not selling. And so when you get accused of trying to sell it and shove it down their throats, you're like, well, that wasn't my intent.
wasn't my intent.
So kind of help just regroup and learn from it.
When I had that lady who messaged me and asked if I was trolling on TBI sites to be able to take advantage of people to, hustle my wares for about 5 minutes, I was like, that wasn't what I meant at all. And then you know what? Then I look at my board and I go, this is why I'm doing it. I'm going to the next person.
Yeah.
Next, check.
Sharing. Yeah. I'm going to go share with somebody else.
Share with somebody else. All right. I'm going to stop recording.
Okay.
You guys are fantastic.
Have a good week.
And have a great day.